Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Get back on the main story quest line here. Talk to Tankred. He's got us some paints. I like purple. It looks red to me. Yellow dye looks yellow. And brown looks brown. Huh. Bronze looks gold. Maybe my colors are a bit messed up. I don't know. But let's see. What do we got here? The Mother of Exile. Tankred has informed you of the next assignment. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alfrenina awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphanot has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitor's brass plate. When I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Alright. Oh good, we wanted to go over here anyways. We must be going to meet that new emissary that popped up on shore. And while we're over here, we're going to check out how the old place looks. It should be cleared out. So everything's falling in place. Hold on there, buddy. Hold on. Walking Sands, let's head in here. See what's cracking. Let's enter this solo. Oh, they did a good job. You know what I was looking for? I was looking for that cane in here to see if she actually took it. They did a good job on that. I was expecting them to leave it. All right. I'll give them that one. Don't worry, I'll find some oddities. Don't you worry. What are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. Randolph's still here. Wigston, Abernell, Inco. But we still got some people here. I don't know why. The place is still full of junk. Which also eludes my mind of why. But let's get out here and let's get on this quest. Get this thing moving. Alfnod. What you want? You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, the festival belongs to a band of nomads who seek an audience with Lusitania. You are familiar with Doma, yes? Or in Athond? No, I am not. Well, like the rest of the nation of the Eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity. Do you not think? Come with me to Old Arctic, man. Unless I'm mistaken, and I'm rarely mistaken, you will find the Domans bickering the Sultan sword on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repertoire. Satisfied? Good. I shall send you an order. Now, I thought we were not getting political. I thought that's what our briefing was about. But let's go ahead and take a trip. Let's head to the Chamber of Rule and see what's cracking. I'll show them a Chamber of Rule. Show them how I roll. Watch out now. This nice old place. All right, here we go. Oh, and it took me in. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. Hold on, miss. Hold on. Maybe I can get you in there. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man, a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alfred Livenor, at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. You indeed are your ally, Bula. Yet you will need some if you wish to endure yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Alright, so we're heading to the quicksand. Awesome. That's the Adventurers Guild, right? That's it. Where we go? Let me go smack this guy around. Don't you have any decency? Walk now. Oh, really? What you gonna do about it? Huh? I ain't think you gonna do nothing. But you got something to say? I don't think so. Suckers, I'm out of here. Where's that transportation, Kristen? We got business to deal with. Alright, adventure guild. Go buy him a drink. I got a few extra gifts. And here we go, refugee leader. Master Alpha's associate, yes. We have been waiting for you. I trust you are ready to begin. Yeah. Refugee attendant. It has been ever so long since we last set foot on dry land. We will hope this marks the end of our journey. About you, we would be most grateful for any assistance you and Master Alphanet can offer. Now sit down. Let me have a seat. Been on my feet all day there.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
I nod. What do we do with her? I'm no diplomat, I'm a warrior of light. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several months, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tale of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them. I think, suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associate could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Uh-oh, let's talk to the head honcho here. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Tickman? Of course I'll help. You can have picked a better day, to tell the truth. The wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent a word they can't come. Meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they've paid for all the lot in advance. Ha ha. Go and call Wilfred and Cataline at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Walking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. All right, let's go get them some food. It's right over here. We're gonna send a whole bunch of food to their ship. Their luck has not run out, but it's just started. Hopefully, they're good like they say they're now, and not traitor. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Madame's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Madame's letter. Instructions penned by the Quicksand's proprietaries to deliver foodstuffs to the Walking Saint. I'm not speaking for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. That's why we're not asking you. The refugees, my friend, they need help. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions? Nope, here's a letter for you as well. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. I will not mark your words. I will not. But if it becomes true, and some of them do, then they'll be dealt with. But most of them will probably become good work. All right, let's head back in here. Let her know that she's got food coming for the children and everybody else. Oh, we gotta talk to Naomi. Momodai. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Eorzea it's all in hand. There you go. I got some pull around here as well. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less suspect it. Mistress Moneri is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Oh, he's back. Lady Eorzea, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think he would be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the royal promenades at once. You have done much for us, Master Alfred. I swear we shall return the favor. Not as though, Lady Eorzea, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of the Naufrage Treaty, whatever that word is, and that nothing so unpalpable will be required of them, assuming the domain are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General with us on the Royal Promenade. Let's look up this word right quick. Philanthropy. ROPY. Philanthropy. The desire to promote the welfare of others, expressed especially by the generous donation of money to good causes. Okay. Alright, philanthropy. Learn something new. Alright, let's do the negotiation. Is she an assassin? She gonna try and... Is she like a mole person? Oh no, that she had a strange type of tail on her. Like an armadillo tail. And her ears were gigantic. Where are we heading? No. Chamber of Ruin. That looks good. Alright, let's get Defiance up and running. Just in case we need to use it. Everybody here? Hey, Rubia. Long time no see. A pleasure, Tick Man. The others are already inside. Let us not keep them waiting.
I, Ugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Ugiri.
17th.
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Ugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote.
I agree. Get this over with.
To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late, Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
So what are we going to do to get them here? I don't know. Let's go ahead and get some Millicron yellow dye. 3. Nah, let's get some bronze pieces. Take that quest out. And that is it for today. Thanks for joining me. My name is Tick. And we will be back tomorrow with another episode. Until then, y'all take care.